What do you mean, grow up? This guy's been being an asshat for 3 days.
Gather round and listen to a tale of brave souls, big and small, where they go on adventures, where they may trip but never fall. Trials, triumphs, and doing their best. Join us, friends, on a stumble quest.
Last time on Stumble Quest, after a long-distance call, Knack goes out on patrol and Art decides to have a chat with his god, but also a more contentious chat with Oswalt about morality before he dives into the spooky necromantic tome, searching for answers about the Church of the One God, but finds it to be more of a nerdy how-to guide than anything too nefarious. Will investigates their powerful new relic. Art's hand goes momentarily poof, and then, out of the dunes, comes a friendly face.
Is this a prank? Because I am not in the mood. Oswalt.
Knack pulls out his weapon.
Yeah. Oswalt?
Based on his body language, you can assume that were he capable of smiling, he would be smiling at you.
Oh.
How nice. What is Oswalt doing? It's like...
Oswald's getting out of his sleeping role, and he's just like, hey, who took Wick? I don't appreciate this. When
Oswalt makes himself known, Wick shambles over and gives him a hug.
Knack points and says, I think he took himself.
Is this theater? What is this? I feel like he's putting up a show. Like he's putting a show.
The way I kind of picture it is Oswalt sitting up, and then when Wick hugs him, it's like from behind kind of thing. And Oswalt slowly like puts his hand on Wick's forearm and like pats him affectionately and goes, I'm not doing this.
Oh.
Oswalt gets out of his role, and he's shirtless, he's wearing his pants and what's left of him, and then like
thank God.
I was gonna say his shorts.
He's completely nude.
The wraps on his legs and arm, touching Wick on the face and stuff, and it's just like, hey, buddy. Hi, buddy.
Wick is, well, I mean, he doesn't have eyes, but like he's staring at you with his eye sockets. Then a moment later, there's a small little gust of wind that kicks up some sand, and Wick, as if in wonder, his attention is diverted to it for a moment.
After he reacts to the wind and is looking around, Oswalt looks at the party and goes, he's really happy to see everybody.
Cool.
Oswalt looks not concerned, but kind of confused.
Art looks a little concerned, but mostly confused.
Mm-hmm.
You've never said he had any emotion.
Oh, it was just me though. Like straight up, it was just, he was like,
yeah.
Listen, man, you get it. This is embarrassing. You get lonely when you're in the swamp all the time. I just made myself a little buddy, and I just...
No, Oswald, I get it. I kind of figured that's what was going on here. But I mean, you just said that Wick had an emotion.
Yeah, no, he's happy to see us. I'm going to assume nobody else really heard that.
No, he's a skeleton. He's not talking.
Oswalt kind of shakes his head and tries to get Wick's attention again. And it goes, friends, right, buddy? Friends, buddy? And he like opens up for a big hug again, just trying to make sure.
Wick, like, as if like he's zoned out and is zoning back in, he whips his head back around to look at Oswalt, and in a really cartoonishly huge way, leans back, opens his arms, and then leans into the hug.
Oswalt, while hugging Wick, kind of looks back over at Art and is just like, I'm so happy right now. This rules.
Knowing shit about necromancy, do you reckon that I would know what the fuck this is?
Perhaps roll a knowledge arcana. Let's see.
Because, I mean, this is also my thing. That's a 15.
Scarlet has maybe encountered something similar once before and has heard about it other times. It's a phenomenon with experienced necromancers where a corpse or something like a homunculi that they've impressed upon many times or have specifically summoned gains a form of sentience in its own free will and is bound to whoever.
It's a familiar.
summoned it.
It's a familiar.
Yeah.
It's a familiar.
Yeah, but it's a specific type of familiar.
Yeah, but the way I am not going to tell him that. What I am going to do, most likely, is be like, "That's a familiar."
Wick is essentially possessed by a spirit now.
Yeah,
of some kind.
Knack's concept of life is being thrown into question, and he just he pulls out his little notebook and walks up to Wick and starts picking him up by the arms and poking and prodding and poking every single bone, tapping on his little head.
The more you do that, Wick starts to imitate you.
And it's just doing it back?
And starts poking you back.
Knack is shocked and bounces back, and he looks at Oswalt and says, "Where did this new life come from?"
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really get how this works. Maybe if I had to take a wild stab in the dark, I guess it's just because I've spent so many years making them walk around that now the magic is just kind of in there. But I don't know how to explain this. But that's Wick. It's Wick.
Interesting.
It's not something new. It's Wick. And after he says that, he goes, "Hey, buddy, can I try something?"
Wick shambles over to Oswalt.
Oswalt puts his hand on his head and then pushes down into the dirt to bring his body away, kind of like he has in the past, and then holds the skull up again, but the candle light is still lit. And he goes, "Huh." And then I would say as that happens, the skull floats out of his hand and it's just floating now. And he goes, "Oh." Full disclosure for the rest of the group, I mentioned this briefly to Jeph at one point. One of the creatures that dread necromancers normally get at this level is called a Varghoul, which is a head with bat wings that flies around. So those are the stats that I'm going to go with. And as far as I'm concerned, Wick can float around as a skull now if he doesn't want to be in his body.
Neat.
Nice.
That's pretty funny. I enjoy it.
He doesn't have...
He's a silly, googly skull.
Yeah, he doesn't have wings, but the candle is lit. He's basically the way it works now is he is awake when the candle is lit. I'm sure we'll still...
Can you blow out the candle and force him to sleep?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah.
It's magic,
Okay,
right?
I was just curious.
I think he could hide it if he wanted to.
Is it still like an orangey color or is it purple? Or like some other color? Green?
I would actually say it still probably just looks like a regular ass candle. There might be a tinge more blue in the flame, but because that's what I'm going with generally for Oswalt's kind of magic is that dark blue, that dark, deep, cold ocean blue.
Okay, that sounds good.
So there's just an extra tinge in it. I will say, as Wick's moving around and doing stuff on his own and floating, and he can summon his own body back now, as we were learning quickly. I'd say Oswald's straight up teary-eyed. This is kind of a big deal for him.
Aww.
And then while that's going on, he's like, "Oh man, this is awesome." He's taking the bandages off his right arm. And then he looks at his hand and he goes, "Oh, that's less cool."
Oh, fuck.
I would say the skin on his hand and then kind of going up his arm is, again, that dark, cold ocean blue. But the meat is leathery like the mummies, but not exactly.
The meat.
Ew.
Whatever is going on with his arm, it clearly looks a little different, and it goes up to about his forearm and then fades as it goes up onto his bicep and tricep kind of area. And then he goes, "Well, at least it's not goopy anymore."
That's true.
It dried out. Turned to jerky.
That's not.
That's not.
Art looks at Larry and he's like, "Can you heal that? That doesn't."
I don't think that's a wound I can heal. I don't even know if that's a wound anymore.
He holds his hand up and is making fists, and he goes, "It doesn't hurt anymore. That's kind of cool."
That's good.
Cool, dude.
I'm gonna say that Will's just looking at it really amused. He's not saying anything, but he's got this smile like he knows, you know?
While doing this, Oswalt goes, I wonder. Well, I was going to feed Socks anyway, and he charges Carnal Touch in his hand, and you can straight up see the forearm, the tibia and the fibia, and the bones in the hand and fingers, like, glowing under his skin. And he's just like, cool. Socks!
Not cool.
I don't know if that's the word for that.
Socks, I made breakfast.
Knack is wary of allowing this hand near Socks. Well, he seems to like it.
Does Socks give a shit? Yeah, Socks doesn't care.
He's also a camel.
Yeah.
He is an animal.
He's not smart. Is Socks
Yeah, how's
looking better
Socks
though?
doing?
Is Socks looking a little better after a little rest?
Yeah. Socks got a chance to rest. He feels much better.
Aw.
Honey has noticed that Wick is different. Honey is attempting to lick Wick's skull.
While he's doing that, Wick brings his body out and starts petting Honey.
Oh.
Very good.
Then Oswalt's just getting dressed and putting his stuff away, and he's just transfixed on Wick.
Well, Wick and Honey are having a moment.
It's adorable.
The familiars.
What's Art doing right now?
Watching?
Okay. While Art is sort of watching what's going on, a little spectral paw pokes him on the shoulder.
Give Art more trauma.
Yeah, he turns to look.
There's nothing there, obviously. And then he,
Yeah.
because it sort of like whips around with him and then pokes him on the other shoulder. And then you just hear a little like,
Oh my god. Are you Brix? Brix, what are you doing?
So I learned a bunch of really cool stuff about myself last night.
This looks like we're pranking Art.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah.
Art's turning invisible. Wick's alive now.
yeah.
Art was pranking himself. Yeah.
Brix is
Spectral
poking him with a
hand.
ghost hand.
Yeah, Brix is like, you got punked, and then points at a camera, and Art's like, you know.
Except there's no camera. Cameras don't
Yeah.
exist. And he's like, what's punked? No, but Brix, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's just like, so when we were fighting the jerky man,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just something happened and I could feel it inside of me and it's still there and it's coming out in weird ways. Watch this.
And then she just like throws a ray of frost across the top of the sand in front of her, and then fucking like does like a belly slide across it.
Art
Whee!
looks horrified. The idea that Brix could do magic is the most terrifying thing in the world to this man.
Fuck your weird, dead hand and walking skeleton. This is the most dangerous thing in the room.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Is looking at Knack is looking at everyone like it's Christmas morning, playing with their new toys, and it's just like, is this because we had a close call with death? Is that what this is?
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I really thought Brix was going to
I-
fourth wall some shit right there. It's because we leveled up, Knack.
Because we leveled up. Yeah.
So, Scarlet, real quick.
Uh-huh. And now I'm wary, so...
As you hear the
Yeah.
word death,
Mm.
some images flash in your mind
Oh, God.
Ah,
of places
Ah.
you've been in the past.
Oh, yeah.
And while you've experienced things similar to this before, something that has never happened to you before happens, where accompanied by that is the sound of a haggard voice just saying the word good.
I don't know how you express outwardly someone getting an extremely strong cold shiver. You know, like one of those, but you're cold sweat.
Whew.
Yeah. But in the worst sort of possible way. I think that he hasn't paid much attention to it, but maybe it is during this clear PTSD moment that you're apparently putting me through. He becomes painfully aware of the fact that his hands have not gone back to normal, which was already weird, but it seems that the darker sort of skin on his hands extended at some point, and it never went back to normal.
Mm-hmm. Instead of just black fingertips, it's
yeah.
now just...
It's the entire forearm, and it never went. As he has to think all these horrible things and hear this terrible voice, he just sort of starts panting really hard, and just like holds his chest really strong and puts his head to the sand, and he's just like wheezing.
Will, are you okay? Really does feel like we're just pranking Art at this point.
I mean, he's not going to answer, but his chest is like glowing faintly, and he sounds like he can't breathe proper. He's just having a very bad time.
Yeah. I'm very tempted to have Art just be like, are you okay? Like, come on, get out of it.
No. If something is really going to speak to him, I think he's going to try through gritted teeth to say, go away.
Cool, yeah, fine.
Not at you, but it probably sounds like he's saying at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing is not going to talk to him anymore, is it?
No.
Okay, good.
It's over. It just showed you a bunch of places.
Good, thank God. That's
some very specific places. Not necessarily bad, just, reminders.
Yeah.
Well,
good. I'm glad.
I'm sure there's a list of creatures that I could turn into, but unfortunately, this is happening again. So I can become large.
T-Rex.
You can get big.
Damn it!
Not that big.
La fan.
Knack feels the urge to transform and see what happens, and turns into an elephant. Hey guys, what's up? I'm an elephant now.
Can we please imagine like a Sailor Moon transformation sequence?
Yeah, but all of my limbs are becoming like gigantic.
Yeah.
And then the rest of my body just goes
Oh my god.
And the fucking nose unfurls and slaps onto the ground. Hey guys, I'm an elephant now. What's up?
This is the most hilarious shit, because if you think about it, right now, Knack just turned into an elephant through Sailor Moon transformation.
Yeah.
Brix is doing belly slides in the background.
On ice in the middle of the desert, yeah.
On ice.
Yeah.
Wick is just like, I don't know, fucking river dancing with Oswalt or whatever.
Yeah.
Art just looking around without a hand.
Half invisible.
And Will is having a panic attack on the ground.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have like funny circus music or something.
Well, we literally have an elephant going now,
like what is happening?
This is a fucking mess.
This is not good.
This is not good.
Larian's looking around at you guys like,
this is.
Oh man,
this is a lot.
Oh
That's
wow,
a lot to take in. You guys are freaks. Please have a mental breakdown.
He's just running away. He's like the.
You guys are freaks.
Why are you running? But it's there and just.
I have to check on my family. You people are freaks.
I imagine him just like really quietly and somberly lighting up a cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've seen shit.
Imagine an elf killing himself with cigarettes. Like he could live for thousands of years. He gets lung cancer at like 36 and dies.
That's so young.
That's a baby. That's like letting your toddler smoke. Why would you let that happen?
Not baby.
Fuck.
Wow, lots of tonal whiplash going on right now.
Welcome to the party, pal.
You notice you haven't seen Froggart this whole time.
I don't fucking care about this frog. It's evil.
Froggart leveled up.
Oh no, where's Froggart? No, he's part of the party now. I love him.
No, I hate him.
You'll find him eventually, I'm sure.
Great, cool. Well, all of this is interesting, but I know I said that we should head to the coast. How would you feel about heading to the cult, the church of the one god, before we go?
There's an actual church?
I don't know if it's a place or if it's just a group of people, but I have a feeling they might be close by. I don't know if that's good news or not.
I vote no.
I hear that, but I am going to take it to everyone else. And if we roughly know the location of the cult, right? We may be able to get you closer to Mundon quicker, Larian, rather than wandering the desert to Emperor's Cradle first.
Okay.
Oswalt, with Wick's skull floating around his head, just goes, yeah, I'm down. I mean, things are already fucked. Why not make them fucked her?
It's kind of where I'm at.
Do we have to? Like, is that necessary? Do we?
We need to figure out who this Cal person is. We need to, I think.
Well, as you say, it might be faster getting back to London that way, I guess.
Yeah.
He looks depressed.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll get you home. I'm not gonna kidnap you and force you to come with us on this whole thing.
I mean, we could.
No, Brix, we can't. We're not. No.
Man, you never let me do anything fun.
We're not going to address that right now. So we're going. We'll go to the church, to the cult, to the people.
To say hi.
Say hi.
I don't know what we'll say when we get there. Yeah. What will we say when we get there? Other than, identifying this Cal guy, what could we accomplish?
Getting us killed?
Well, yeah, I don't want to do that part.
I mean, listen, the Church of the One God has something to do with all the shit that we've been dealing with. The worst case scenario, maybe we could get some kind of information, even if it's not particularly useful. I mean, they are involved in some way, shape, or form.
Yes, although I would argue, I do think the worst case scenario is that we die. I do think it's worth noting that is probably the actual worst case scenario.
As Art's saying that, Oswald's finishing putting on his clothes and puts on his masterwork leather glove over his nasty hand, and then puts his hand on Art's shoulder and goes, "Art, we just kicked the shit out of a thing that religions are based around. I'm pretty sure we can handle a cult. And you can go invisible now, so what? They can't stop us. We're unstoppable."
I hate that that's pretty sound logic.
Is that in character or not? Because I also hate that sound logic.
Knack raises a claw and says,
I can't help but feel that the events that are now set in motion are all caused by us. And I hope that we are not playing into anyone's game by continuing down this path so recklessly.
I agree. That's why I'm trying to figure out what else we can gain by going there. We know they're involved. Maybe we identify this Cal person, but are we even powerful enough to stop him at this point? Or is he even here?
If we do go to this church, should we maybe bury these artifacts we've found so that we are not delivering them to him?
I also don't know if we should leave the artifacts unattended.
Kind of in the background, Oswalt goes, "I think we'll be fine."
I want to say that after you say that, you can definitely hear Will still wheezing. I just like the irony.
Oswalt starts patting Will on the back.
Pat Will on the back.
We'll be all right.
Yeah.
So what, do we waltz right in there? What do we do when we get there? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know before we take our first step in the direction.
Knack shrugs.
Wing it.
I could take off my glove and point at him.
Kill him with grossness.
Oswalt, you're Oswalt Gravefinger, not Oswalt Pointfinger.
We go and we wing it. I guess if we are deciding to go, I like this look that Larian is giving, being like, why would we do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like, do we even know where they are? Is there a plan here? Or are we just going to wander somewhere?
Kind of similarly to when we started our journey, Art kind of like goes to take a step and pays attention to see if he can feel the wind pushing him in any direction or like pulling him in any way, like Forelor's kind of directed us before.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a breeze, and it's sort of blowing to the northeast a bit.
At that point, he turns around and starts walking in that direction if we're like done packing up camp, and kind of just goes like, because I don't deal with Havaste anymore doesn't mean I've not found a god entirely. We go where we're directed.
Okay. I mean,
You're familiar with putting trust in the hands of God? Are you not, friend?
yeah. I just, after that whole thing, just it's like trust is kind of like like a weird idea right now.
Yeah. And you know what? Havaste is kind of a dick. You can't say it. I can say it.
Yeah.
Can you?
I mean, he's not my god anymore.
No.
Knack like leans over to Oswald. Can he say that?
I mean, he's not wrong. Havaste is a dick.
Knack looks up for storm clouds.
Larian wants to defend Havaste. He does as a reflex. He's having trouble saying anything.
You just can't.
He's like, he
Works in mysterious ways. Don't even fucking try.
he's a strict god.
Yes. And not a particularly helpful one. Or caring.
Good.
Or... It's fine.
He does work in mysterious ways, though. Listen,
okay. We don't need you losing your magic over this. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm ready.
You ready? Is that you sound
Sure.
ready?
Is Knack still a Lafant?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
No.
no, he sounds terrible. But
Sure, just because it's funny.
Okay.
he's just gonna shoot a hand up and like grab shakily at the shield and get up and then start dragging it. He's
Sick.
visibly still like sweating. He's like glistening, and he does not look good.
Do you want me to carry the shield?
No, I don't.
I'm just gonna wait out this transformation. I'm not wasting it.
I'm not gonna run away with it or anything. I think I'm physically more able to carry it than you are.
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Narrator voice. He doesn't look good.
Yeah. Are you sure? Because you look like shit.
Yeah.
You're such a flirt.
Yeah.
Art.
Yeah. Will, you said
Thank
you were
you.
a diplomat. You're supposed to be better at lying than saying you're fine when you're clearly not fine.
Okay. A minute ago, you all didn't give a shit whether I was fine or not. So how about you just let me carry
gave
this
a
shield?
shit. You told me to leave.
I wasn't talking to you.
Then who were you talking to?
To the voice. You know what? Never mind. I better not.
See, all of this is very concerning.
It's fine. You have a voice. Some of us also have a voice.
Yeah.
Art.
And the voice is Freylor, who is a known god and
Uh-huh.
a minor and gentle one at that. God of travel, benevolent spirit.
That must be nice.
So what's going on over here?
Well, I also have a god. Or did you think that I just was born with all this magic?
I did.
Oh, well, I guess here's some news for you. I wasn't.
Ah, shit, I doxed myself.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, basically. Yeah, because I wasn't under the impression that your powers came from a god, and now knowing that, and that we've never had any mention of them, I think that's cause for concern.
Yeah. Is he? I hope he's not as much of an asshole as Havaste.
Knack ducks and looks for more storm clouds above.
I suppose I might have failed to mention that. I didn't think it was important. I'm fine. It's normal. It's normal.
Art will remember this. He just kind of nods and keeps leading the way, following the push and pull of the breeze, with which he is well acquainted.
Honey excitedly is running circles around Elephant Knack. Wick's skull is very, very shiny now.
Now look who's the big one.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
Crushes honey for fun.
I don't think you could. It would do like 2 damage to
No,
him.
I don't think
he's too
anything could crush
pointy.
honey.
He's too pointy. And I love him, so there's that too.
Yeah.
And I value him and his life.
He's too pointy, but also, I mean, like, I like him.
I kind of enjoy his company as well.
Does this mean
For
you
what
could
that's
turn
worth.
into a dire badger now and like wrestle him?
Yeah,
Nice.
but probably not with spikes and stuff like him.
That's pretty cool.
I think I probably could have turned into a dire badger before, because that's a medium-sized creature.
Mm-hmm. So how's Will feeling now?
Bad. I'm feeling bad. I don't know.
No,
Awful.
but are you not winded anymore?
Oh yeah, he's
Well, he's feeling bad and he can't. He's not letting us help him.
a little winded, especially because he's carrying this thing in his back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I want to say he looks paler than normal. His eyes are a little brighter than normal. His chest doesn't sound so good. Kind of like when you have, I don't know. I don't want to say pneumonia, but something like that.
He sounds ill.
Yeah, he doesn't sound too good.
In a final move, as we try to keep going, Art is going to try and just like take the shield and put it on his back.
Dude, it's on his back. Where are you gonna like fall on it?
Yeah. He'll just pull it. You're obviously having trouble carrying this thing. We're in the middle of the fucking desert. You sound like shit. You look like shit. You're not carrying.
You're weak as a child.
You're weak as a goddamn child. You're not carrying it.
He's not letting go of it. Yeah, I'm fine. Give it.
Quick, roll a reflex save.
I falls on Art.
Take that, fucker.
Oh.
Oh no.
I was gonna say, I just want to roll like a strength to try and like take it off.
Yeah.
It's 11.
Okay. Do roll a strength. A strong.
Strong.
One.
Fuck. It was a 3. So it's a 5. I don't get it.
Okay. So.
Or should I add my attack bonus? It's not gonna
Nah. So Art tries to grab at the shield-like apparatus, and Will, still being kind of winded, tries to pull away and haphazardly rolls away from Art.
With the shield?
Yeah, with it.
He looks
It's
like
mine.
shit. Getting
Yeah,
up
it's
from
the most
floor, like,
pathetic fucking exchange ever.
What are you doing?
What are you? You know what? It's fine. Don't slow us down.
Am I slowing you down?
Yes,
You
kind
are
of.
slowing
Yeah.
me down.
Fuck.
Fine.
Who's slowing who down?
Yeah, Knack is like, I think that we both are slowing everything down.
No, we're going. I mean, I'm just faster than all of you at this point because of my stupid little boots.
Why am I being attacked?
Oh,
because you're being an idiot. It's the only reason you're ever attacked.
Knack picks up both of you with a trunk, puts you on his back. Now we're all going the same speed.
You know, I accept this,
okay.
actually. He just accepts this.
Right.
He's just like, alright. Better.
fantastic. Now we begin our merry journey at nighttime through the
Jeph.
dunes,
Mm-hmm.
through the desert.
Wait for Brix.
And she fucking climbs up Knack.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ah.
And I would guess that like every once in a while, Art kind of is like directing Knack to be like,
Mhm.
like, you know,
Yeah.
we'll turn a little bit more to the north or a little bit more to the east.
Yeah.
Knack nods.
Aye, Captain. Cool. Wick's skull is floating around merrily.
A friend.
Awesome.
Friend.
At one point, he opens his mouth as if to either smile or speak. And you see, hiding within his mouth, is Froggart.
Hey, Froggart.
Hey, what the heck?
When Wick's mouth is open, Froggart is seen staring at all of you.
What the fuck?
How is
I hate this
How
frog.
is he looking? How is he always looking at all of us at once?
He's got some
Oswalt
talent.
holds his hand out to take Froggart.
Froggart steps out
Please don't kill him. Please don't carnal touch my frog.
slowly into Oswalt's hand.
Oswalt puts Froggart into the bucket part of his hat, like the top part of his hat.
Out of sight, out of mind.
This pleases the frog.
I've really warmed up to Froggart. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's from all the editing, but I just like the frog now.
Brix casts prestidigitation and makes them all grimy.
It's fine. You can't gross out Oswalt.
I like that.
Actually,
Yeah.
should I put the... Oh, no, we're not in direct sunlight, so I don't have to worry about cooking them. Never mind.
Yeah, sun's down.
Yeah, don't worry about cooking him anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Let him
Let
cook.
him cook.
Very good.
I don't know what it is, guys. I just had a series
Okay.
of crazy dreams every night. Now all of a sudden I like the frog.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's weird how
I had
that
a dream
happens.
about signing some
Okay,
kind of
so-
contract, and now he's just
Knack-
my favorite.
Knack is finally happy that people like Frogurt.
Person likes
Oswalt
Frogger.
likes Frog.
Knack likes Frogurt. Knack's never had a problem with Frogurt, ever.
I know.
He's just a frog,
You're
man.
lying. Every time
I
you
know
say that,
that.
you're a liar. I just don't care
Knack
anymore.
knows he's just a frog.
Fair enough. But he might not be, bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
You don't know.
Shut up.
Okay, so you guys are traveling through the night. When do you stop to rest?
Well,
You
we did spend a lot of the night sleeping.
Mm-hmm. So you travel partway through the day as well?
Yeah, I would imagine we probably travel till like when it gets real hot, like when it gets like noonish.
You spend 2 days traveling in such a manner before you start to see any actual landmarks indicating that you're near anything at all. So whatever water skins and rations you have, subtract 2 days worth from that.
Knack can make water.
Mm-hmm.
Knack can make water. Lots of water. Gallons
Well,
of it.
I mean, then
Glug, 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 glug,
get
glug.
good.
There you go.
On the third day, as you are getting to the end of this journey, you are getting closer to more outcroppings of rock jutting out from the sand dunes. These are not the same kinds of rocks as what are near Monden City. Many of these are either pure white or have streaks of white in them. But this is also giving you more places where you can rest, that you don't need to put together this whole big tarp situation because it has some shielding from the sun. As you guys are coming to the end of your third day's journey, getting closer to these rocks, a shadow passes overhead very quickly, sweeping over the party. A moment later, you can hear a animalistic screeching sound from far, far away.
I'm sure that's fine.
Dragon? Is it the
Yeah,
dragon?
If we look up, what do we see?
If you look up, you do see what looks like
I have not forgotten.
a dragon shape.
I knew it!
God damn
Mother
it.
effing
Fuck.
dragon.
It's very far away, but from what you can see, it does seem to have some bits that, against the sunlight, look white. But its wings are jet black. Like, black.
Okay.
Like, too dark for how bright it is right now.
Oh, he is sick. Is it cursed? What's happening?
Would I know any legends of dragon in the area or anything, or any stories of dragon?
There have been stories of dragons in, like, some of the mountains on islands off the eastern coast of Monden.
Mm-hmm.
None of them have been black and white. Sometimes people have talked about a black dragon or a white dragon. Usually it's like shades of gray or green,
Okay.
but never a black and white dragon.
Good.
But it's also like a
Knack
weird
is-
black, you said. It doesn't seem like a natural...
The black of its wings,
It's Vanta Black Dragon.
yes, they are not, it doesn't look like it's reflecting any light,
Mm-hmm.
Would it perhaps be like a void?
perhaps. It might
Knack
look
is
similar
odd.
to that.
Oh, I don't
Just
care for that
saying.
at all.
I'm dying inside.
But
Especially
either way,
if
yeah.
we can't see it with the sun going through.
No, not at all.
That sure sounds like a void.
good.
Good, I'm glad.
Good.
Very happy
I'm
about
glad. I, for one, am glad.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Knack is odd either way. First time seeing a dragon? Raise your hand. Knack.
Real
raises-
No,
real dragon?
I mean,
Giant
didn't we
elf.
fight that
Yeah,
Drake in the desert?
Yeah,
Drake's
that's
not
not
a
right.
That's not a
It's
dragon.
dragon enough. It's like a dragon dog.
No. I mean,
Drake's a dragon.
it's a dracanoid. That's true.
Brix doesn't like this at all. This is bad news.
If I see a pixie dragon, I'm not going to be like, well, I've seen a dragon.
Yeah, all excited. You're like, yeah, oh, fuck.
Dragon.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the difference between an elephant and an elephant seal. It's
Yeah.
totally different things.
They're both elephants.
Okay.
More like a
dragon.
shark and a fish.
So what do?
Cool.
You see this dragon soar overhead.
Yeah.
I mean, not interact.
Well,
if
the
we
dragon,
can help it.
as far as you know, hasn't seen you, and if it did, it doesn't care. It's just
Yeah.
flying away.
Then
Well,
we
it's-
note that there's a dragon and we continue doing what we were doing, I think.
Yeah, I don't
we're
wanna
all
follow it or
about
anything.
It's just flying.
Yeah. No.
Jeph,
not going to where the dragon's going. That, especially if it's a void dragon.
Although, yeah, I
Are we
pointed
responsible
out.
for that? No. Are we responsible for that? I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think we're responsible for the voids, but we are some of the only people who seem to know they exist, except for Deborah, apparently.
But why have we not informed our guild yet of any of this?
How?
We have.
Yeah, they know.
They know about the void beasts. They
Back
just
up.
think we're crazy.
Void dragon, that's a call for backup situation.
Yeah, but how long is it
Oh,
going
but
to
they're
take
way
them
too
to get
far
out
to-
here?
Yeah.
Days and days.
We're so far away from the guild.
Are we going to fight a dragon?
I don't
no,
think we are
I
ready
don't
for
think-
fighting this.
I want to get off the fucking elephant, right?
Yeah, no, we're not going to go fight a dragon.
Hold on.
Not right now.
It's a void dragon. But
What if it's attacking Mondin?
I'm not fighting that elven. Or that dragon. Sorry, I am the elephant.
I'm fighting the elephant.
Wait, sorry, I am the elephant. Oops. Yeah, see, elephant. Fuck that guy. Wait, that's me.
That's-
You
Can we
even, like,
please fight the
in, like, an
elephant in the
oasis?
room, please?
No, that's me. I'm the
We're
elephant.
not going to resolve the elephant in the room. We're going to fight the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
If it's fighting Mondin when we get there, we cross that bridge when we get there, but
We're not chasing it.
we're on a mission. I don't
Mhm.
think we're chasing
Okay.
a dragon. I don't think it's wise to chase a dragon.
It very quickly disappears beyond the horizon.
Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See ya.
It's really going. Yeah.
Mhm.
Concerning.
So what
Concerning
would you do
to know
as
that there
well?
are
Just
void
shout dragon
beasts.
at it? Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Dragon!
dragon, hey!
Yeah.
Like,
Then it comes down. It's like, what's up?
yeah.
Yeah.
You ever been murdered by a
Let it
dragon
sit.
before?
Wishes you.
Let it go.
No. First time for everything.
Let it go.
It is Dungeons and Dragons. You just got out
I
of
feel
a
like if we
dungeon, so
fight-
here's a dragon.
What else do you
I
want
feel like
from
if we
me?
fight this dragon right now, it will
We're
be
not.
the first time and last time we fight a dragon.
Exactly. But we're not fighting a dragon.
Hell
It's
yeah,
gone.
dragon fight!
It's super gone.
Oh. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I
Yeah,
just wanted
it's
you
fine.
guys to address it and see it.
Just wanted us to see that there's a void dragon. That
Yeah.
a void dragon exists and that's terrifying.
Well,
Mhm.
I'm about to avoid this dragon.
Oh!
So see you later.
See you later, dragon. Yeah,
Elephant
we're gonna
neck
keep going.
dabs and falls over.
And then poofs back into regular neck. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh.
Wouldn't like Art and Will also be piled on top of them?
Yeah.
And Brix, I
Yeah,
guess.
if you fell down.
Yeah, they're everyone's sitting on. Fuck.
That's a really funny middle.
Just Knack, real Knack just sounds like that though. Fuck.
It's in Thry-Green. Ow.
Oh, get off.
Your third day's journey comes to an end, and you are all setting up camp. I assume underneath one of these rock
Mhm.
outcrops.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Get to have a nice, relaxing sleep.
Can Art start to place whereabouts like we are now?
Yes, you are getting close to an area called the Marble Coast, which is east of London City,
Okay.
like directly east of London City. It's a fair few days' travel away. It's a nice rocky coast,
So would that be like south of Emperor's Cradle?
southeast.
Yeah, we got to go get our boat and compatriots.
Yeah, if they still exist, if they're still there.
Yeah,
Better.
if there's like a number of small little villages lining the coast. Some of them are mining villages for the marble, and some of them are fishing villages, etc. Don't know if you wanted to visit any of those, or if you wanted to avoid population centers at the moment.
We were pretty wanted by the church, and the church is like the head of the state. We are kind of like probably fugitives right now.
Mm.
Art explains as we're getting close to.
We did do
these
a high
different areas.
treason.
Yeah.
We did do a high treason.
You're not presently near any of the villages right now,
Yeah.
but
Also, Scarlet Will did the bird thing to Damia, right?
Uh-huh.
That's a great way to say it.
The what?
The
Bird?
bird thing. The you can send birds.
Yes.
Yeah. We should probably send one to our boat and tell them that we are still alive. Damia doesn't know whether or not we survived. And Laka really only had enough funds for, I think 2 weeks. And it's definitely been more than that. We were in jail for almost a week.
It's been a while. It's been a little
I'm
bit.
just saying we should probably send a bird to the boat and say, hey, we're alive and we are coming back.
Sure, ask him.
Yeah.
Do we have any
we were
birds
at camp
nearby?
right now, weren't we?
Any birds?
Yeah.
He
always has
we
one.
have
He
Will's
always has
birds.
Mercy.
But is it are you writing a letter for Bird to deliver? I assumed. Or am I a crazy person?
Yeah. Birds can only talk to me. They can't.
No.
Don't.
Yeah.
They would
So
talk to
as we set up camp, Art will go next to the very personable Will, who has been delightful for the last few days.
Well, I want to say that, as the days went by, he probably was tinkering with the thing a lot, and he is less and less sort of possessive of it as time goes on, until maybe the last day he doesn't give a shit whether or not you carry it or not. Okay. His mood also decreases considerably alongside that. The end, he just sort of doesn't seem to give a fuck anymore. So he's probably just in his tent, sitting there.
Yeah.
You know, like Howl when he's melting.
Yeah.
Just like that. Knock knock.
Yeah, knocking on the fabric of the tent.
It's not locked.
I choose to respect people's privacy. I don't know.
Is that?
Oh, this is going poorly.
Brix in the
This is
room
already going
already.
poorly, I know.
This is so bad.
I think we should send word to Damia and Laka that
And
we
you
haven't
how?
died. You are the only one who can send anyone messages with
Oh, you mean
birds.
my birds?
I mean with the birds. I have a letter.
Uh-huh.
It's very simple, to the point. You can read it if you want. I just want to let them know that we are not dead, and we will be returning as quickly as we're able.
You just need me to send this bird to Damia. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Put the letter on the bird. Mercy's just sitting at the end of the bed. He's not even gonna read it.
Okay. He gives the letter to the bird.
The
Puts
bird
letter
gives
on the
you
bird.
a little peck kiss on the hand.
At least the bird's nice.
Uh-huh.
Shut up. Grow up.
What do you mean, grow up? This guy's been being an asshat for 3 days.
Oh boy.
He just sort of looks at you, he's like, are you done? Is it?
Yeah,
Is that it?
I'll go.
Okay.
Awkward.
He goes like this, and the bird just flies off.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good night.
Sure, you too. Don't know.
That was awesome.
It's the drama
Yeah.
episode.
Why? Why? You won't tell us anything.
You should know. I don't think this is a man that ever gives you any form of information.
I was going to say,
without
at
you
least
crying for
Oswalt
it,
let
so.
you know where he stood.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Ah, very good.
Sweet party drama.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought we should tell our NPCs, because we did tell them if we didn't come back after a certain point that they could just leave without us.
Sure.
I don't think we
I
want
can't
our
imagine
boat
they
to
would,
leave
though.
without us.
Nah.
They're just already
No.
on their way back.
They're already
Yeah,
in
no.
jail.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. The whole jail thing. The whole.
Yeah.
Did Oswalt
Mhm.
ever get his book
Mhm.
back, by the way?
It's a problem.
Oh, our. Yeah.
Shit, I
so
left it
think
in the sand.
At some point during
What
one
the-
of our camps, Art would have given it back. And I think he just would have said to Oswalt, I think I'd like to look at this with you sometime.
Reading buddies.
He goes, sure.
Yeah.
Whenever do you want to hold off till maybe we get back on the boat?
Yeah, we can. I think we can do it on the boat when we are not any kind of waves around at the,
Well, works for
going
me.
through the desert and stuff.
It's been a few days. I would like, reluctantly, to try and speak to my patron, actually.
Oh, shit.
What are you going to say to start this conversation?
Well, I mean, first I need to know if he's around. That's how communing works. So,
Mm-hmm.
with that, in the same position that he is, he just sort of goes
Mm-hmm.
like that.
In your, like, clasping your hands above your
so he
head.
just sort of like clasps his hands together to figure out if this thing is around right now.
The connection establishes very, very quickly.
Ah, Christ.
In your mind,
Yeah.
like right away,
Mhm.
immediately see flashes of images. You see a very familiar altar,
Uh-huh. Okay.
and then it kind of goes dark after a second, and you still feel the connection, but it's like waiting for you to do
Okay.
something.
So he just, when he realizes it did work, he's kind of like, fuck.
Shit!
And then, hey, you, would you like to make yourself useful? Look, I've been racking my brain around this and I just can't figure it out. I can't make it work. So is this thing the thing I'm looking for? Because it doesn't work.
And why should I help you with that?
Because you're my patron, so you're supposed to do things for me sometimes other than eat my soul.
If you achieve this goal of yours, you're no good to me anymore.
Well, I am no closer to that. If you're so very sure of your abilities, why don't you play with me a little longer? Just tell me if this is the thing. Come on, this was a deal. Do your part of the deal.
As you're trying to say those things to your patron, it begins taunting you with more images in your mind, many of which are the face of somebody very familiar to you.
So stop. He's getting louder. Like at this point, he's not even talking to himself. That's not what I asked you. It's fine. I see her every single day. You don't have to do this. Can you just answer the question? What do you want?
Whether or not it is what you seek is irrelevant to me, and therefore, I have no reason to answer you.
Figures. You always were an asshole. Go away.
Connection breaks,
Wow.
but not before showing you some more images.
Ah! He's just roiling in bed. Stop.
Mm-hmm. So I think that went pretty well.
That sucked. Whatever. I don't even know why you tried.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Something that sticks out in your mind after that exchange is that normally it only answers you in images.
Yeah. This is a great development that he can now berate me verbally. I love it.
Yep. So something has changed.
Bum, bum, bum.
Congratulations.
What?
Things have escalated.
Mhm.
Yeah. Things are worse now.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Worse every day in the campaign.
Yep.
You did it.
That's it. Congratulations again.
Boy, my expectations were low, but
Holy
even
shit.
then,
Yeah, well, I don't know. You get what you pay for.
disappointed but no surprise.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out on this episode of Stumble Quest. The theme music, as always, is Struttin by Louie Zong, and other music by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. This is a bi-monthly podcast, twice a month, and we will see you in 2 weeks on January 4th. Happy New Year, everybody! If you're jonesing for some more content between now and then, you can head on over to our website, stumblequest.com, for information about the show, cast, and characters. We are also at StumbleQuest on Twitter, and if you want a little bit more socialization, the link to our show's Discord is in this episode's description. Reviews for the show, fight that algorithm, and make it work for us, but word of mouth is equally as powerful. You can also find us on patreon.com/StumbleQuest, and one of our tiers gets you into a play-by-post game run by Rosemary. And if you've been listening to StumbleQuest outros by now, you know the deal. And if you want to join in on the fun, you could become a patron today. Speaking of patrons, there are some I'd love to say thank you to. Thank you to Andy Animates, Eldritch Pixel, Elfheim, John Bridaham, Illican, Lemon Wiki, Mad Hatter Plush Artist, Mr. Peacher, Mike Provenzano, Shaz Hands, Striker, The Tommynator, Will the Smoshy, and Salt. This episode was edited by myself, Allie, and you can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram at YouSeeTheHat. Come on back for next episode when Will's patron, now on speaking terms, is probably going to limit conversations to the equivalent of a text at 3 a.m. that just says, "Hey, you up?"